Breaking news! Ludwig's spine has been found. Unfortunately, it is nowhere near the guy. Today, we are making a video that is, I would say, diabolical, because there's no better term. We are cooking this man, alright? So Ludwig officially responded to everything. He has responded to everything. He made another response. He doubles down on some things. He apologizes for some things. He doubles down on some other things. Asmongold gets involved. There's some Tectone sprinkled in the mix. But I am here to do something that I don't think anyone has done properly, because one thing that I am pretty good at is pattern recognition. And once a snake, always a snake. Now, that's not relevant for Ludwig, obviously, because Ludwig is not a snake, because snakes have spines. So lock in, boys and girls. This is probably going to be my most diabolical Ludwig video. I was thinking of doing this for a while, and I decided to push it off. But after his latest response, which we will be covering, I feel like it is actually important to recognize that if you have a friend like Ludwig, I'm not telling you to cut them out. I don't think Ludwig is like a bad guy, but I do think he's a shitty friend. So lock in, boys and girls. We're here to make more enemies. Unfortunately, my testicles are getting bigger. By the day, I am getting more and more based, and I am not going to lie to you. I will definitely get shit from more Ludwig fans on this video because they do not like me on Twitter ever since I mentioned that his father died of alcohol poisoning, and he should know the repercussions of giving alcohol to an alcoholic. People are like, how are you attacking his family members? F you, it's relevant as shit, okay? And if you're too much of a pussy and you want to use it as some random bullshit to cancel me on Twitter for, I don't care. I do not care. My audience watches me because I am right, because I'm correct, and because I don't care. That is why you are here. Subscribe. Let's up those numbers. Let's up those numbers. Definitely subscribe. All right, so to give you the TLDR for 2 minutes, quick crash course. Ludwig has a streamer party. He invites a lot of streamers to get drunk and play Mario Kart. This is what he says about one of them.
Mango is like an alcoholic. Mango can drink 30 beers and act the same he does off no beers.
All right, so Mango is an alcoholic. Statement number 1.
He's a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above 10,000.
Is this event enabling him?
So she says, is this event enabling him? Point number 2.
He's the 2-time champion. He's never lost.
Immediately ignored. That is point number 3. All right, now, point number 4, which I think is also incredibly relevant, in my opinion. This is Ludwig cheering him on to keep drinking. This is Mango. This is Mango, the guy that's an alcoholic that's drinking at his party, and he is putting the alcohol in his hand.
Guys, Mango just blew a .25!
He blew a .25. Hooray! By the way, that is more than 3 times the legal limit of alcohol.
Mango just blew a .32.
He just blew a .32. By the way, that is 4 times. 4 times the legal limit of alcohol.
That is my goat.
Hey, everybody!
And then guy in the back says, that's my goat. I think that everyone in this party is accountable to some extent. If any of these people were good friends, they would have stopped him. That's my opinion. But it is Ludwig's event, and he's the one clearly putting putting alcohol in this guy's hand. So I do think Ludwig is the most, in my opinion, the shittiest of the friends. See, personally, the reason why I think it's important to talk about this is because you have to realize that what you see on the internet is not real life. You are not seeing real life. You are seeing people making content in order to make you think that they are living their best life. They are not friends. They are useful acquaintances, okay? I think it is unbelievably important to recognize the fake bitches of the world, because so many people get fooled by what they see online. Do not ever trust a YouTuber, because every YouTuber, every influencer, every person on Twitter, every single politician, every single person has it in their best interest to lie to you, okay?
Mango just blew a .32!
All right, Mango blew a .32. They all cheer.
To be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good.
All right, so this guy's like, that's dangerous. That's not good. But apparently it's not bad enough to take him out, but at least he's mentioning it.
That's dangerous.
Let's up those numbers!
Let's up those numbers! This is, again, over 4 times the legal limit of alcohol, all right? Definitely subscribe. Let's up those numbers. Leave a like on the video. Let's up those numbers, baby.
Oh, shit. Everybody, get your second race ready to go!
Wait, do it. Oh, sorry. I thought you were Mango. I got confused.
Oh, fucking me. You just fucked me from behind.
Right, so this guy's obviously unhinged. Mango is mega drunk. He's humping everybody. This is some crazy shit. And of course, it leads to the clip that I think made this whole thing viral. Just this one clip alone on Twitter has 16.5 million views. This one.
See, we're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mango, on the other hand.
And he's just humping random women.
No. He's humping toes. No.
End the stream. End it.
End the stream, Mango says.
End the stream.
Yikes. So anyway, I think this is important to note. That's sexual harassment in my opinion, and I am not gonna lie, Mango is absolutely at fault. He is a grown man. He chose to have alcohol. And it is completely his fault that this happened. But that doesn't make other people that are enabling a drunk person to keep drinking, it doesn't make them innocent. Now, I always have people in chat, I can't believe you would defend Mango. I have never defended Mango. I have never defended Mango. To make this clear, I have never defended the guy, literally ever, okay? It never happened, okay? I've never defended him. I think he is at fault. However, his life got ruined because of this. He lost his job. He was fired from his organization. He's no longer invited to events. He was banned on Twitch. He lost everything, okay? Mango's a retard. He lost everything. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, Ludwig is the guy that enabled him and contributed to this guy ruining his entire life. This is some shitty friend behavior for real. But what if I told you that Ludwig is not exactly being treated super well in the community? So if you look at his latest video, his top comments were all, Mango's an alcoholic, Lamau. Is this event enabling him? Let's up those numbers. I wish Ludwig would host a drinking event. 10% of the comments actually talking about the video. 90% of the comments do another drinking stream. Bro needs to up those numbers. Another event you should host should be a drinking event. Ludwig needs to get those numbers up. If he can't, he won't be held responsible. Let's up those numbers. Hope no drinking is involved. Did they need a blow of 0.36 to be in the running? Still not taking accountability for enabling Mango to drink knowing he was an alcoholic? People were absolutely fucking cooking this guy. And I'll be honest, I don't love hate brigades. I do love accountability. But you know what I don't love at all? Fake friends. The fake bitches, the backstabbing, these fucking snakes all over the internet. For real. These guys are absolutely insufferable. If you actually look at Ludwig's latest video, just to see the like-dislike
Couple years, I've run a lot of events. There's an issue though.
Yeah. If you look at the like-dislike ratio, people are not treating him super well right now. And I think, honestly, for reasons that I actually understand. For reasons that I completely understand. Now, of course, the worst people on the internet came to defend Ludwig, which is not a red flag. But even funnier, Ludwig deleted all the comments. If you actually look at the comment section on his video, which used to be flooded, dog is gone. He deleted the comments. Is this not insanity? Oh my god. He deleted all of that shit. Now, obviously, this is the MrBeast playbook. You delete all the comments that call you out in your comment section. Also, his video is really underperforming. I don't know if that's a coincidence that it's underperforming, because, like, if you look at his actual channel, I think people are fed up with the fake nice mentality. Like, if you look at his videos, they're all getting minimum 700, capping out at about 1.7 million. And this really did not do well. Like, if you look at the graph, personally, if you look at the graph, it kind of looks like this video kind of shit the bed. Again, I don't know if it's a coincidence. I don't know if it's just this video didn't perform well. But if you look at the graph, this shaded area is the average amount of views a video would get in a certain amount of time. It looks like it's doing about a third as well as most videos, which is crazy. It's a crazy stat. I don't know. I don't know if that's indicative or if it's a one-time thing. I guess only time will tell. And I don't want Ludwig to just be, like, completely destroyed and forever and ruin his life over this. Obviously, I don't want that. I just think it's important that the world knows that that there are some fake fucking people out there that will be more than happy to monetize the downfall of their best friends. Speaking of monetizing the downfall of their best friends, Pirate Software gets involved. So Pirate Software is another person that got into controversy recently because Pirate Software is not defending an initiative called Stop Killing Games. It is an initiative that is super important that everyone should go, if you're in Europe, go sign the Stop Killing Games initiative. I made an entire video on Pirate Software, but to be honest, what is actually going on in the Stop Killing Games initiative is the fact that big companies are destroying games that you have already purchased. Pirate Software, in my opinion, is an industry plant. He is out there defending the big companies. You leave my giant corporation alone. All right, you will own nothing and be happy. And he's defending the big companies on behalf of the consumers, literally lying and misrepresenting everything. So he makes this tweet saying, I'm no longer working at Offbrand Games. Offbrand Games, by the way, is Ludwig's company. So, of course, this dude, complete snake, fake bitch, was working with Ludwig. Birds of a feather. People were attacking all of my games and punishing and review bombing them. Blah, blah, blah. This is unhinged. I don't think you should be review bombing games because you don't like a person. I don't think that's a smart thing to do, but it's kind of crazy to watch this happening. And Ludwig says, Stop Killing Games is a good initiative that you never promoted, but a few bad actors review bombed and harassed the developers of the games we support. Appreciate Thor stepping down for the betterment of the devs and their games. This kind of looks like Ludwig is throwing Thor under the bus here, right? Like, again, the Pirate Software is Thor, and I don't like Thor. Okay, I don't like the guy. I think he's a fake fuck. Kind of looks like you're throwing him under the bus really quickly. Like, you guys worked on these games together at Offbrand Games. He's a game dev working with you, and all of a sudden a couple of hate comments came in, and you're like, appreciate you stepping down? By the way, this happened today, all right? This is breaking news, okay? This just happened now. Slugwig strikes again? Question mark? I don't know. Is this just another coincidence? It's a random fact that this dude that was working on making games with him, you decided to be like, yo, appreciate you stepping down, bro, for the betterment of me, for the betterment of my company. Appreciate you stepping down. Pretty weird, pretty weird. Definitely odd. Definitely weird, definitely odd. Now, it's not the only thing that happened. Now, Ludwig made this tweet, making awesome progress in the DMs, where someone messaged him, just a friendly reminder, you're a dumb, retarded F-slur. You can't say that word on YouTube. Amen. Maybe you should drink as much as your father did so you could join him. This is despicable shit, and not at all what I did when I mentioned that his father died of alcoholism. I mentioned his father died of alcoholism because he should have known better than to give alcohol to an alcoholic. This is just disgusting shit. You fucking piece of shit F-slur. Just a daily reminder that you're a retarded F-slur. Join your dad. This is gross. This is disgusting. No one should be doing this. No one should be harassing people like this. This is insane. This is obviously crazy. So Ludwig responds with, lol, we all will one day, meaning join his dad. God bless you and your family. You know what? God bless you and your family as well. Very wholesome stuff. I think Ludwig answered this very well, and I am sad when I see people actually do this. Obviously, whenever I make a video criticizing someone or calling a retard, obviously there are varying levels of retard. You know, there's your Hasan Piker type retards. Those guys should go to jail. And then there's your Ludwig type retards. Now this dude, he's a B tier retard. Hasan is an S tier retard, but Ludwig's a B tier retard. I'll be honest. I'll be real. I'll be honest. I don't want this dude in jail. All right, I don't want him to lose his career. I don't want to get banned from the internet. I want people to realize he's a fake fuck, and I want him to fix his life. I want him to look in the mirror and be like, wow, I stand for nothing. I stand for absolutely nothing. And I have zero morals and zero values. I should fix shit. Now, Hasan, of course, responds. Largest Ludwig defender. I will never understand why someone can hate an online content creator this much, especially one with a deliberately inoffensive output. Hasan, people hate him because he's deliberately inoffensive, because he crafts his takes. He crafts his actual takes to be as morally good as possible, because he's a fake bitch. The deliberate inoffensivity of his output is exactly why people hate him, Hasan. But you wouldn't understand, because you're a terrorist supporter, and possibly a rapist of children. That's pretty bad. But then again, of course, Ludwig, he's not willing to burn a bridge. He's willing to throw anyone under the bus, but not Hasan. Not Hasan. This dude is someone absolutely good, Ludwig. You should stick with that guy. That guy will definitely not bring you any pain in the future. I'm really glad watching you cut your friends off for doing bad things. But not this friend. Not Hasan. We got some Hasan Schmeat to schmuckle on. We gotta schmuckle on some Hasan Schmeat. Yes, sir. He might be a terrorist supporter, potential rapist, rape denier. He might be all of those things. But that's okay, Ludwig. That's fine. We love that guy. Hell yeah. But did you drink alcohol at a party where I gave you alcohol? Diabolical. Let's kill him. Let's end his career and throw him off a building. Yeah, it's kind of ironic that Ludwig has zero, this is 7 hours ago. This just happened. It's kind of ironic that Ludwig still has zero principles. And despite all of this, he clearly proves again and again he has not changed. He has not changed. Oh my God. Anyway, Ludwig, if you do watch this video, leave a comment in the comment section below what flavor Hasan Piker's balls were today. Now, I am bringing this up because this is a tweet from 2022. This was obviously a long time ago. As you can see, this is Ludwig tagging Atrioc and Mango, right? This is Mango. This is that dude that that was drunk at the party, that was sexually harassing women, right? This is the dude that was sexually harassing women at the party, showing that they were friends for a very long time. But you will notice he tagged somebody else here as well. You will notice he tagged somebody else here as well. Yeah, I'm not calling out Hasan for this because I think he's done so much worse than support someone like that. I don't care. But he's also tagging Atrioc. All right, now I've already covered the Mango situation, so I don't actually need to. I don't need to rehash old drama. You can watch my previous Ludwig video to see why I call him Slugwig in regards to the whole Mango thing. However, he tags Atrioc as well. Another one of his best friends. Another one of his best friends. Wait, hold on. Yes, this is an interesting tweet from Ludwig. Atrioc is daddy. Truly his bestie of all time. He loves Atrioc. Best friends. Slutwig has found another penis to suckle upon. Who is Atrioc? Oh, I'm glad you asked. So Atrioc is he's a leftist political streamer largely. I think he's a pretty moderate guy. Now, interestingly enough, he had a pretty wild controversy a while ago. On his stream, he accidentally opened all of his tabs, and one of the tabs that he opened was a deepfake website of streamers that he's friends with. That's really fucking weird. Deepfake porn of people that you know in real life is really fucking weird. It's weird in general. I'll be real. It is weird in general. But when it's people you actually know, oh, that's all sorts of fucked up. Now, anyway, yeah, that's definitely a bit of an oopsie poopsie, I would say. So this was Atrioc's response to this. Now, Ludwig is his best friend, so we'll see how Ludwig handles this, but this is his response to that.
Stream to, like, create a pattern of behavior where I really want, especially women on Twitch, to feel safer. Like, we call fucking booba spam cringe. We don't do that there. I've never made, like, a fucking weird, I don't know, seat sniffing joke. I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything like that on this stream. And we don't tolerate any sex behavior in the chat. We ban it on site. And like, I've done this consistently over and over and over. And then fucking at 2 a.m., you know, I've been watching so much fucking, I've been reading so much fucking AI stuff. I'm reading all this fucking stuff about AI and fucking deepfake music, deepfake art and everything. And I'm in these fucking Discords. And I just feel so embarrassing to admit. But I was on fucking Pornhub, dude. I was on a fucking regular ass normal fucking website. And there was an ad. There's an ad on every fucking video for this fucking, so I know other people must be clicking it because it's on every fucking video for fucking deepfake thing. And then
yeah, and then he clicks on it, he apologizes, and he ended up leaving the internet for like a year, where he fixed himself and bettered himself, and obviously I fully support people bettering themselves, so I am not making this as an Atrioc hate video, okay? Now, to be clear, I think what he did is definitely fucking weird. It's definitely fucking weird. You're watching deepfake porn of streamers that you know in real life? Holy shit, that is diabolical. That is fucking crazy. Unethical goon sessions for real. That's fucked up. That said, he makes this big apology. He leaves the internet, tries to fix things in general. I think he handled it as well as he possibly could have at that point. I am not going to sit here and judge him for what he did during his goon sesh. A lot of people do things that we're not proud of. That is not what I am here to do right now. All right, to be clear, that is not what I am here to do right now. Now, Ludwig, Atrioc's best friend, right? This isn't Atrioc's best friend, okay? Makes this video.
But for the first time ever, I felt pressure to make this video. It hasn't even been 48 hours since Atrioc, one of my friends, was revealed on stream alt-tabbing, which exposed that he paid for a deepfake porn website of streamers, of his coworkers, of pretty much every woman you can think of on Twitch or YouTube, my girlfriend included.
Now, to be clear, his girlfriend was not on the tab, all right? The tab, I think, was Pokimane or something. That was not on the tab, all right?
Now, he did say...
She was just on the website.
In his apology that you know, it was a video of someone he didn't know in real life.
Or whatever.
But I don't really think the nuance matters.
Nuance does not matter, he says about his best friend, who took accountability. Is this ringing a bell?
Some people were mad at me in my DMs, and they tweeted at me that I've taken so long to make this video. But I hope you get that I prioritized being a boyfriend to my girlfriend, who's had a very shit past couple of days, over being like mogul male god. But for the first time ever,
so this was kind of his coverage, and he disavows it, and he distances himself, and they become ex-friends. I think recently they've become more friends again because Atrioc came back and he was making content again, and he started making content again, and eventually things worked out. I think his girlfriend is like a big Hasan fan. I would not be surprised if some other crazy shit came out about her and Hasan. Who knows? Time will tell. We'll see if I'm right. But anyway, his girlfriend is a big Hasan fan and still hates Atrioc for this horrible thing that Atrioc did. But he was real quick to say, nuance does not matter. I know he was my best friend. Nuance does not matter. Under the fucking bus with that guy. I think this is a wild response. Because while I do think Atrioc did something wrong and not good, all right, you're really, because some guy in private was watching some shit that's definitely weird, and I think it's fucking weird as shit. I think it's horrible. All right, I do. I really do. But because of that, you have decided to not only cut him off, but after he takes accountability, say nuance doesn't matter, fuck this guy. Again, if it was once, it's weird. If it's every time, it becomes a pattern of behavior, man. It really does. Now, if you look at the most popular video on Ludwig's channel, you will notice that it's a MrBeast video. MrBeast made a video with Ludwig in it, and MrBeast didn't want to upload it on his own channel. So Ludwig ended up uploading this on his own channel. Now, MrBeast ended up getting into controversy. He ended up getting into a lot of controversy. First, Ludwig was, of course, running defense for him. Like, for example, MrBeast hired a pedophile to make videos for children, okay? That is one thing that MrBeast did that he was getting called out for, and among a sea of other things. So Ludwig first tries to defend him, like, unbelievably. Ludwig gets pushback, because how the fuck are you defending that shit? How on earth are you defending MrBeast doing all of these things? And then after getting pushback, Ludwig makes a video about his best friend, MrBeast. About his best friend, MrBeast, and this is what he has to say.
And if you're wondering how I feel about it, I'll tell you right now. I think Jimmy needs to make a reply. Like,
he posted this before MrBeast actually responded.
Technically doesn't need to. He uploaded a YouTube video and it got 120 million views, and he could probably continue to upload videos without ever replying and continue to get hundreds of millions of views. But I won't be able to support him. I won't support him in any way, shape, or form if that's what he does.
So can't even make this shit up. Can't even make this shit up. All right, listen. Another one. Down goes another one, baby.
Because I think he needs to reply specifically to why he hired a sex offender.
True.
Like, how did that happen?
Now that matters. All right. In his original reaction, that was not such a big deal. But now that he got pushback, all of a sudden, now that, bro.
That's a crazy thing to do with a guy who runs a channel that is primarily targeted towards children, you know? Apologize to Jake Weddle. Like, how did that situation end up as it was?
And now he's all of a sudden taking the moral high ground on situations that MrBeast actually did apologize for, as far as I understand.
Were producers on it fired? Like, what course of action was taken? Like, how was right done so no one else is treated like Jake again? You know? Everyone who bought a forged MrBeast hoodie got to get their money back. They got scammed. I love a good scam, but that's probably a little too much.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden, all these things matter. We're calling him out on everything.
Everyone who participated in an illegal lottery needs to have right done by them, right? You need to just make up for everyone.
Right now it's an illegal lottery, but before we were defending it.
Everyone who participated in those, because that is against the law, and then also show how you change your business practices so that doesn't happen again. And finally, I also need to know about, like, Beast games. Like, what is going on there?
Right, so that actually ended up concluding, and it came out.
Obviously, a lot of that's shrouded in secrecy, and it's like...
Not anymore. Beast Games is out already.
You know, little whispers. So what's actually going on? And that still doesn't account for him having to reply for things that haven't yet come out, right? Dogpack says like third part's coming out, and it's about how he covered up like sexual assault at the workplace, which is by far the most severe claim that has yet to come out, that will come out. and he'll have to make a reply to that too.
Now that is basically the only claim that had no evidence. This is the craziest part, because the most severe claim, the believe victims claim, is the only one that didn't actually have evidence.
And when I say have to, I mean like that's at the bare minimum what I expect from him.
All right, so he ended up, to be clear, again, I'm not a big MrBeast fan myself. After I made a few videos criticizing MrBeast called me to basically say, why are you making videos criticizing me? But to be clear, I am not a big fan of MrBeast. I think he is a bad influence in general. I really do. He also did hire a pedophile. I'll be real. He also did hire a pedophile for his fucking kids channel. That's fucking insane. And he also allegedly did do a crypto scam or two. All right, so to be clear, I am not a big MrBeast fan. I really am not. I think he's a disingenuous guy making content, again, for the largest possible audience. That said, MrBeast has responded to all of these things. Every single one of them that you mentioned in this video, he responded to all of them. He did. Where are you? Where you said you'd forgive him then. You never made a follow-up video. You've never collaborated with him again. You used to be in all of his fucking videos, man. You used to collab with him, you used to do shit. You're not anymore. You not only did you not correct the record, like you said you would, but also, that seems like another friendship that kind of fell apart, doesn't it? So, again, I am saying that there are a lot of questions. A lot of questions, okay? That's all I want to say. There's a lot of questions. This dude stabbed everyone in the back. That's what it looks like. All right, Mango, best friend, gives him alcohol. Mango fucks up. He absolutely does. Mango apologizes, takes accountability. Ludwig throws him under the bus. All right, you get Atrioc. He fucks up. He absolutely fucked up. He apologizes for fucking up. He takes full accountability for fucking up. Ludwig throws him under the bus. All right, you get MrBeast. MrBeast fucked up. MrBeast ended up coming back to try to rectify some shit, and yeah, it doesn't matter. That shit's done. Pirate Software fucked up. We appreciate you stepping down for the betterment of the devs. All right, the only person standing by your side is someone that supports terrorists. Ah! These are such fake people. They're such fake people. It's unreal how fake they are. Oh my lord, it's ridiculous levels of fraudery that's happening. So anyway, I wanted to watch MorePegasus' newest video. MorePegasus just made a video talking about Ludwig's response. So I wanted to see Ludwig's response. I didn't actually watch it yet. I was saving it for the stream. So lock in, boys and girls. Let's up those numbers. Definitely subscribe. Let's see what we actually got. All right, MorePegasus, take it away.
Welcome back to a series so divine, even God is watching.
Oh, shit.
In today's video, king of all jellyfish, Ludwig, has responded to the mango situation.
All right, let's go. I didn't see the response.
Hasan's audience is actually turning on him. Who would have thought?
Let's go.
He's back crying about Asmongold again.
There's no fucking way Hasan is still doing this, bro. There is no way.
Destiny has responded.
Oh shit, Destiny. What does Destiny have to do with anything? Although, to be clear, speaking of Destiny, I didn't show you this clip because I didn't think it was relevant, but I'll show it to you. Do you want to see Destiny's take on the Ludwig Atrioc situation? You want to see Destiny said about that? This is crazy.
My girlfriend, who's had a very shit past couple of days over being like mogul mail guy.
Okay, I don't care. I'll take all the heat and all the L's or whatever the fuck this fucking... Like, it's just cringe. I had to prioritize... I'm not trying to burn a Ludwig bridge, but like, bro...
I'm not trying to burn a Ludwig bridge, brother. That you have no Ludwig bridge. You have nothing. You think Ludwig is going to associate with you, bro? Ludwig only associates with the most squeaky clean people of all time, bro.
People made a website where they fucking deepfake porn. It was pretty gross, kind of creepy, but like, bro... Does she need like emotional support through these like trying times? Are we being serious right now? Cutie wasn't even on the fucking leaked page. Like, the self-insert is so hard. Like, why the fuck? It's so cringe. It's so cringe. Please. Oh my god.
Yeah, so the self-victimizing is wild. And it's really nice to see that I'm not the only one that thinks this is the case. Self-victimizing. I cannot believe I was taken advantage of by the fact that my friend did something cringe. I apologize sincerely for what my friend has done. That was absolutely cringe. Like, dude, are we all on the same page? And then he immediately stabs his friend in the back and runs away. Like, dude, this is this is the fourth time this happened. This is the fourth time this happened. Again, Mango absolutely did fuck up, and Atrioc did fuck up, MrBeast did fuck up, like, Pirate Software did fuck up. These people all fucked up. Okay, they did. They all screwed up. They all made genuine mistakes. But no one was quicker to throw them under the bus than a Ludwig. Holy.
Updates to the Emiru situation and the degenerate Hasan Gunnar mod who was harassing her.
Yeah.
Ethan continues his never-ending beef with global rank #1 Hasan Simp Taylor Lorenz, and a bunch of more updates.
All right, let's go.
Subscribe to unlock God tier content that's completely free, by the way.
Oh.
$0 for absolute cinema, and whose very name conveniently starts with an L.
It has a W in there. All right, listen, Ludwig has a W in there somewhere. Okay, to be clear, in defense of my spineless friend,
Ludwig. So quick recap again, Ludwig invited his alcoholic friend Mango to his party. He cheered him on to drink to near fatal levels of alcohol.
Mango just blew a .32! Let's up those numbers!
Then he banned him from his events when he got backlash. Then he said he didn't feel guilty about it, and also said that Mango is a grown man responsible for his own actions, refusing to take any accountability. Well, turns out Ludwig has officially responded on his stream, and he starts by warning his chat.
All right, let's go. He responds on stream. Bro, this is, first of all, red flag. No one never respond on stream. Always make it a video. But I know why he did it this way, okay? I know why he does it this way. The reason why he responded on stream was because he wanted the least people to see it as possible. So he probably started stream and addressed it right away before all of his chat came in. He never made it a video. He never clipped it or put it anywhere. That way he could say that he addressed it, but the least of his audience would actually see it. Not surprising. It's definitely a strategy that everyone thinks of, probably.
About the drama heads, or basically people asking him to take accountability.
Chat.
I think it's more than just accountability. I really do. I think accountability is obviously very important. I really think accountability is important. However, more important than accountability, I think, is recognizing how many snakes are out there. And how many spineless jellyfish-like anatomy type creatures exist ready to take advantage of you at every possible turn. How these people are not your friends. These people, you don't know them. They're not your family. Okay, you don't know them. They don't care about you.
There are going to be a lot more drama heads today, okay? I won't lie about it. It is what it is. But in this...
It is what it is. All I did was give alcohol to an alcoholic to the point of fatal levels. That's all that happened. It's a coincidence. Drama heads are in the chat.
This world, we can only control the things we can control, and I can't...
Like giving alcohol to alcoholics?
Can't control my reputation. I can't control the way people feel about me.
You absolutely can control your reputation. All you have to do is not be a piece of shit snake, and people would like you a lot more. If you had a spine. You see, the thing is, if you had a spine, there would not be drama heads in the chat. There is. So, in my opinion, this is the immediate skirting of accountability. So, to be honest, people hate me. I know why people hate me. Absolutely. I know people hate me because I have a lot of more conservative viewpoints on life, and I'm not afraid to actually say it. That immediately makes half of the internet hate me. Also, I'm Jewish. A lot of people just hate Jews. That's just a thing. I call out retards, so all those retards' audience hate me. People lie about me. That's another reason why people hate me. Absolutely. A lot of people lie about me, like Hasan, who called me a pedophile, which is slander. So yeah, it's another reason why people hate me. So there's a lot of reasons why people hate me, and I know why. Absolutely. Some deserved, some not deserved. And then you get this guy. Who says the only reason why someone would hate him is because it is what it is. That's the internet. We can't control it. In my opinion, this is an immediate skirting of accountability. And again, some spineless shit. Yes, people hate you for reasons that are your fault. Now, I don't hate you. I really don't hate Ludwig. And let's just say I have no enemies. But this shit's pathetic. It really is. This is some Slugwig shit.
Okay, sorry to like pause it immediately, but what do you mean you can't control your reputation? What the heck does that mean? Oh, well, I guess it's up to the gods. Your actions define your reputation. The reason your reputation is taking a hit is because you egged on your friend to nearly drink himself to death.
Yep.
It's not that complicated. Then after this, he says he talked to Mango privately, and apparently Mango asked him to not talk about it publicly.
Now, I did...
Again, I don't know what that conversation sounded like, so I'm not going to make believe I actually have input. Now, I am just saying I am skeptical that Mango said, don't take any accountability. Like, let's be real, okay? Mango didn't say that shit. All right, come on. Mango was trying to keep a friend, right? Mango was literally shit on by the entire internet, and he was trying to keep a friend. That's probably what Mango was doing, if I had to guess.
To Mango, actually. I talked to Mango. He reached out. We talked a bit. And I have some thoughts and opinions that I thought about.
Notice how he says he reached out.
Speaking.
Like, oh my god, I didn't even, that's crazy.
To Mango, actually. I talked to Mango. He reached out. We talked to...
He reached out. Interesting. Interesting. You didn't reach out after giving fatal levels of alcohol to your best friend? This is unreal, dude.
And I have some thoughts and opinions that I thought about speaking.
You ruined his life. You ruined his life. Okay, to be clear, you ruined that guy's life. Okay, obviously he ruined his life. It's his fault. Everyone makes choices. Their own choices define who they are. Blah, 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 blah. It's all true. You gave alcohol to an alcoholic to near fatal levels. Okay, what is happening?
But he asked of me to not speak on it. And I think that's a fair request. He said, I want to take it on the chin. I think the draw.
So his friend said, I want all fault to be on me. I don't want anyone else to get in trouble, which is definitely the thing. I believe that Mango said something like that. That's what I would say to my friend to maintain a friendship, right? Think about it from Mango's perspective. His life is fucked, okay? He was on stream sexually harassing women. Yes, he was drunk, but that shit's career ending. Okay, it really is. He's banned on Twitch, fired from his org, banned from events. That's the trifecta. Bro's cooked. It really is. So what do you do at that point? What do you do at that point? Like, let's be real. What do you do? Obviously, you don't want to throw your friend under the bus. Or you don't want to lose your only connection to the industry, right?
Drama is dying out. He's spending time with
Drama's dying out. Don't tell Ludwig I'm making a video right now.
this kid. He started day 1 of not drinking yesterday.
Good for him.
Which is dope. And like, I think genuinely there's a perception of Mango that people have in their mind, but they don't actually care about him. I don't think they'll be in his stream when he's back to streaming in a month or whenever it is.
Okay, again, just a complete non-argument here.
Wait, so because I am not going to be watching Mango's streams, I don't have the right to say that it is unbelievable levels of negligence and shit that's actually happening right now on your stream? But I don't have the right to discuss this shit? Do not care. I do not care about what you have to say. Honestly, you're right. You're right. I'm not making this video because I care about Mango. I don't know who Mango is. I care about Mango as much as I care about literally anybody else, okay? I care about him. I hope he has a good life because I believe that every human being is made in the image of God, and we are all creatures that God created to do good in this world. And therefore, I love Mango for the same reason that I love everybody else. To be honest, all right? That's the truth. But no, I'm not going to be in his stream watching his streams. I don't care about his streams. I don't at all. So, no, I'm not making this video to defend Mango. I don't give a fuck about that shit. These are two completely separate things.
I will admit, I don't actually watch Mango. I didn't even know this guy existed before this drama. But does that mean I'm not allowed to care about the situation? Just because I don't...
I absolutely think it's diabolical that this is happening on the internet. I consider my channel... first of all, I like making fun of retards, and you're a retard. All right, let's be real. All right, I'll be honest. You're a retard, so I'm making fun of you. It's my job, and I love doing it. But also, I do think that it is a net positive on the world to be making fun of retards, because this shit is insane. This is crazy.
I don't watch him daily. Does that mean I don't get to call out someone very popular on the internet that is very much part of the creator community for doing something really freaking bad? I mean, he used this exact same argument last time. Well, these drama frogs don't actually care about him. Bro, I don't have to personally know someone or...
Yeah, I don't. You're right. I don't know him. I don't know the guy. I am not doing this to defend Mango. I think Mango screwed up. Ludwig is making this the most binary issue of all time. It's like, if you're criticizing me, you must therefore be defending Mango. I'm not doing any of that. I think Mango, if I had to rate them on a tier list, I think you're a B tier retard, and I think Mango is an A tier retard. Does that make you happier? Are you happy now that I think Mango is a bigger retard than you are? Because I do. This is a dude with a wife and a child that went... as an alcoholic that went to a drinking event and drank alcohol and then sexually harassed women. Okay? Yes, A tier retard, correct. That doesn't make you not a B tier retard who somehow throws every single friend you have under the bus. The moment they do something shitty, even when you contribute to that shittiness, like now.
Or watch them to have an opinion about a situation that is very clear-cut. In fact, spoiler alert, guys, 99% of the people I talk about, I don't actively watch them. You think I'm out here watching every 10-hour Hasan stream? Not that
No, not the Chair React compilation.
Sometimes I do gotta go through a couple hours just...
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to watch Hasan streams when he does political coverage because that guy is insufferable.
To
ain't no one doing the Hasan coverage like this guy.
Expose him properly, make sure I get my facts right. You know, that's a sacrifice I make for you guys. The unlimited torture I actually go through. But I think this is such a dumb argument.
Bro, Pegasus calling. Hold up. Pegasus calling. We gotta call this guy back immediately. Hello, Mr.
Oh.
Pegasus.
Bro, not even my wife calls me before I'm going to bed. You got this special privilege here.
Let's go. I'm watching a diabolical video right now.
Diabolical. You're
Oh,
right.
you say it so well. Yeah,
Just
so,
woke up the neighbors.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Just
Anyway,
kidding.
so, Slutwig has truly been reaching new heights, I've noticed.
Yeah, he actually did an apology, which we'll be talking about today.
Oh, let's go.
If my video fucking processes, but you know.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm watching your video of his non-apology. I mean, I think we both knew that he was going to be making an apology eventually, just because...
Yeah. I mean, he didn't really... The thing is, he didn't make an apology. I had to go find it. It's like the start of his stream and the end of his stream. The end of the stream was the main apology, but he's obviously not going to... This is my theory, right? He knows that his fan base, like a large portion of it, doesn't know this drama is going on.
Yeah.
So he's not going to make a dedicated video about it because that would just like broadcast it to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, why would he ever do that? I literally just said that on stream. I literally just said that he probably turns the stream on before all the people come in. He's like, a lot of drama heads, gotta address this. Shit's fucked. Anyway.
Yeah.
So just keep
Bro,
going.
but his responses like made it 10 times worse. He's just like, just the most ego shit. Did you see the world is spinning part?
No, I did. I just started his response. And
You're
told me
gonna
going
see it. You're gonna see it. Absolute legendary. But
no, for me,
yeah, what do you
one
think?
thing- the way I started this video, because I think that the pattern is scarier. This dude. Okay, so you get Mango. Okay, Mango obviously fucks up, gets hate for it, leaves the internet. Ludwig is really quick to say, "Yeah, my friend fucked up. Fuck that guy. He's cooked."
Yeah.
Right? Do you remember what he did in the MrBeast controversy?
He covered for him at first, and then his
And then
chat started hating.
Right, he got hate
yeah.
for covering on him, and he's like, "Wow, he fucked up, throwing that guy under the bus. Oh, that guy's gone." Do you remember the Atrioc controversy?
Yes, I do, but I don't know how Ludwig reacted.
So Atrioc reacts to he had
Deep
deep
fake,
fake porn
yeah.
on stream on like another tab. And you know, he's on stream, he's crying, he's apologizing, he respects women and stuff as one does. And,
Very respectful.
He is so respectful of women, it's crazy. The cup overfloweth with respect.
Yeah.
He respects women, draconian amounts of woman respecting. You know, Ludwig makes a video saying, yeah, Atrioc, he was my best friend, but there is no nuance to this situation. Quote, that's what he said. There is no nuance to this situation. That shit's fucked. It's over. Atrioc is gone. He's cooked. All right, and then do you know what's going on with Pirate Software?
Somewhat. He's just all I know about him is this guy with the big ego who always doubles down even though he's in the wrong, and he did something to stop killing games. That's all I know.
Yeah,
nothing
and he
beyond
announced that he is no longer working at Offbrand Games, which is Ludwig's gaming company. He was one of the co-devs. So Ludwig's response: appreciate you stepping down for the betterment of the company. It's like, okay, dude. All right, come on. What is happening? This is crazy.
Classic, right?
Like this is a pattern. I'm sure I'm missing some, but this is just.
Did you
like,
see his
based
tweet?
on my recollection, his tweet
of like, oh, you people are calling me a retard or some shit.
The very sad tweet of the bad comment DMs he was getting.
Oh yeah, yes. Oh, the death threats. Oh, the whatever that was.
See,
yeah.
but again, I think it's inappropriate. No one should be messaging Ludwig with.
Of course, I always tell in all my videos, never harass the people I talk about. You know, always make sure to be fair with that.
It's obviously a horrible thing to do. I don't condone any of that shit. That's horrible.
Yeah.
But you know.
But Hasan, the top reply is crazy.
Hasan top reply. I will never understand why someone can hate an online content creator this much, especially one with a deliberately inoffensive output. That's the point, bro. That's why they hate him.
Oh my god.
They hate him because he's mindless. Yep, absolutely. And
Classic. By the way, do we have to change the nickname? Can we not say Hamas Diddy Piker anymore because he got fucking like, didn't he got like acquitted on like half the charges or some shit? Like,
well, I mean,
fuck me.
So did he? Do you know what his defense in court was?
No.
His defense in court was, yeah, I abuse and beat women, but I don't sex traffic them.
Traffic. Yeah, that's why he got it, because the RICO charge didn't land or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I think the lawyer of the victim, like, I saw like a Piers Morgan interview. Was that the lawyer or something? She was so stupid. No wonder like this happened, but
with all these degenerate fucks.
Yeah, bro. Lots of Lots of degenerates going around. What do you think? Like, what is your opinion on the thing? Is it because he had a bunch of money, or like what happened? Like, wasn't it like open and shut, or I don't know.
Well, like you have to. It's really hard to prove sex trafficking. Okay, and racketeering was the main charge. So that's really hard to prove. Like they were like, yeah, there are all these instances of you abusing women. Sure, whatever. Like that's not enough, because you understand the way the jury system works in America, at least, is the jury needs to understand without a questionable doubt that it was sex trafficking, and there was always that questionable doubt. So,
also, correct me if I'm wrong. The jury is literally just random people.
Yes.
Who came up with that system? That sounds like the most dumb shit ever.
You were so close. You were so
literally.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. I already said it, by the way. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So I don't understand why. Like, why is it just random people? Shouldn't you have some level of qualification or something?
So I'll explain to you the purpose. Also, I'll tell you why I think it's retarded. I think the system is bad. It's a bad system that I think is really stupid. Now, the point of a jury is that they want people to be judged by a jury of their peers, because the founding fathers were like, okay, so England sucks, and you gotta realize that the way the system used to work is the judges they all want to be cozy with the politicians and the powerful people.
Right.
So if you have a judge and then you get some powerful person that's being tried, the judges will be like, innocent, and then there's nothing you can do about it. So,
but isn't there literally like a Supreme Court which has like a ton of power anyways?
There is, but if a jury just says that innocent, then the judges can't actually do anything about it.
Right,
Like,
gotcha.
I'm playing devil's advocate because I do not support a jury system. I think a jury system is terrible.
Especially if it's a randos. I think you need to take a course at least in law or some shit. I don't know.
Of course not. They specifically want people to know if you have a questionable doubt, while the lawyers manipulate and explain. I think the whole system's terrible. I think lawyers are also terrible, to be honest.
Yeah, no. People always play defense for lawyers. I never understood that. Like, if you knowingly defend fucking like a child rapist, I don't know, bro. It's like, it's crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like, congratulations, Diddy's lawyers. You got this guy out. Good job, guys. You really cooked.
Yeah, gotta change that nickname. By the way, do you prefer Jelly Wig? That's like Jelly Wig, or there's like a Jelly Robot. Tectone was saying he's acting like a robot, so there's like Jelly Bot. I think Jelly Wig's better now.
I think Jelly Wig is good. I like Slug Wig personally. I think that one's pretty good.
But this S comes out of nowhere. Like, jellyfish is just so perfect. Yeah. I think I created that, by the way. I'm pretty sure I created that. Like, everybody's fucking saying it now.
Yeah, Slug Wig is good. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well, not Slugwig, jellyfish, just jellyfish. Yeah,
jellyfish is good too, because like you call them a snake, but snakes have spines, so it's not accurate.
Exactly. You gotta get the terminology right.
That's true. There's Slutwig. I mean, I came up with that one, but that one also, it doesn't work that well.
Slutwig is, I mean, I don't know. That's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
That fits more for like a girl or something, you know.
Well, that's pretty sexist.
Really? Really?
All right, okay, you go to sleep, Mr. Pegasus.
All right.
I appreciate you.
All right, enjoy. You literally start your day with this, so your day must be blessed, man. Amazing.
It is. Yeah, you wake up, you make fun of retards, and then you keep going.
That's literally, we have the same job. Incredible.
It's the dream. We love it.
All right, take care, man. See ya.
All right, have a good one. Bye-bye. What a nice young man. Anyway, that was diabolical. All right, on to Slugworm.
Argument. I'm not 32 years old like Idubbbz, but I did actually unlock empathy. And I can obviously feel for a guy whose entire life was essentially ruined by his friend. Because his friend is a scumbag piece of shit who enabled his drinking addiction.
I'm really glad that people are coming around. You don't understand. It always takes a couple of months until people get on the Nux train and realize I was right about everything all along.
Now, obviously, I'm glad that
God, all this virtue signaling, all these fake-ass people in the industry. God damn.
Is starting his non-drinking phase again. But I think he really needs to be surrounded by actual good people who care about him, and this situation has shown that Ludwig is a fake friend.
It took months, but we got there. And the thing I think is so disingenuous about the content creator world, is you have these people that they sell you the idea of the best guy ever, a glorious friend to everyone, with always the correct opinions. It's laundering the reputation of people to sell them as a commodity to children. That is what this is all about. And it's diabolical.
No real friend does what he did and fuels their addiction like that. That is just absolutely disgusting. Then Ludwig like brings up Tectone out of nowhere. This is the second time he's done this, by the way.
Yeah, because he sees Tectone's getting views on videos criticizing him, and he thinks that Tectone's an easy person to criticize back. This is the strategy that a lot of people do. People do it to me also, so I understand it completely. You have to realize, when you are getting criticism on the internet, the first thing you want to do is establish that the criticism comes from a source that's a bad source. So Ludwig is really quick to pick Tectone as the bad source because there are completely unsubstantiated rape allegations against him. So it's really easy to target Tectone. Now, he could have picked somebody else, all right? I'll be real. I think I was more critical of Ludwig than even Tectone was. He could have picked me. He wouldn't. Because why introduce people to my videos? He could have picked Asmongold. Now, Asmongold's way bigger than Tectone and has a video with more views than any of Tectone's videos calling Ludwig out for being a snake. Again, not accurate, because snakes have spines. However, he is not going to mention Asmongold because Asmongold is a much bigger creator. Asmongold obliterated this man. I covered it in my previous video on Ludwig. But the reason why he's not doing that is because Asmongold is a more respected source. He's going to go for Tectone, balder Asmongold, okay, to be clear, because that guy has unsubstantiated but relevant rape allegations against him that constantly get brought up by the Hasan community. So that is why this is happening.
And like,
shout out to Tectone, who named his puppy Mango at the best time.
He was messaging me. He was like, Tectone followed me. Who the fuck is Tectone? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not.
Who cares if Tectone followed Mango?
Not a very genuine pursuit of the people who speak on Mango's behalf.
No one is speaking on Mango's behalf. Bro, no one is speaking on Mango's behalf. And again, this is such a disingenuous way to play victim. It is incredible. This is the most insincere shit of all time. No one is on Mango's behalf and side here, okay? You're just a fake bitch.
And I know that because I speak to Mango. Because
Wow.
I am still friends with him.
He's
and I banned him from my events
empathy.
because I felt I had to, because my girlfriend and my girlfriend's best friend Maya are in my room at 2 a.m. telling me that they felt really uncomfortable at my own event.
Yes, let's just, you know, shift the blame. It wasn't me, guys. My hand was...
It was his girlfriend who was uncomfortable. Sound familiar? Sound familiar, guys? Why did he abandon Atrioc again? The deepfake guy? Why did he abandon Atrioc? Do any of you remember why he decided to abandon Atrioc?
I felt pressure to make this video. It hasn't even been 48 hours since
Oops.
Atrioc, one of my friends, was revealed on stream alt-tabbing, which exposed that he paid for a deepfake porn website of streamers, of his coworkers, of pretty much every woman you can think of on Twitch or YouTube, my girlfriend included. Now, he did say in his apology that, you know, it was a video of someone he didn't know in real life, but I don't really think the nuance matters. Some people were mad at me in my DMs and they tweeted.
Yeah, and it's because of his girlfriend, obviously.
At me that I've taken so long to make this video, but I hope you get that I prioritized being a boyfriend to my girlfriend, who's had a very shit past couple of days.
Right, so the reason why he said that there's no nuance to the Atrioc situation is because, well, his girlfriend had a really shit past couple of days. Now, it is weird to see pattern recognition is a superpower, some would even say.
Forced, I take no accountability at all. My girlfriend made me do it, actually. It was
By the way, Cutie, his girlfriend, is a gigantic Hasan buddy. Her and Hasan, I see more content of her and Hasan than her and Ludwig. I am not saying that there's anything diabolical going on behind the scenes, but it is crazy how this is happening.
Nissan, if it wasn't Idubbbz, guys.
By the way, that's why I think, that for me, just my game theory, and I guess we'll see in time if I'm correct. I'm not trying to bring up any suspicious shit happening between Cutie and Hasan. I'm not saying that there's anything diabolical going on there. I'm not saying that anything's happening. But you know what I am saying? I am saying that all of the people that his girlfriend is uncomfortable with, they all immediately get cut out of his life. Immediately. But the butt buddies of the girlfriend, the Hasan Pikers, actual terrorist supporting, rape denying, Diddy party going, these absolute degenerate fuck. Like, this guy's a demon, or like, really. That's okay. That person doesn't need to get cut out of Ludwig's life. Dude, why is this entire industry dominated by cucks?
It was Anissa that made him do it. Dude, the people who were actually saying that this is starting to resemble Anissa and Idubbbz, you guys are diabolical, bro. Anyways, in my opinion, I think Ludwig should be banned from all parties ever. How about that? Honestly, Mango getting banned from Ludwig parties is actually doing him a favor. At least his friend will encourage him to nearly neck himself. Then he talks about how people are asking him to take accountability.
I think a lot of people want me to take accountability. I think I said my piece on it. And I think if people don't f with me, that's totally chill. And if anyone in here don't f with me, I think that's totally chill. I actually don't mind that. With me, that's totally chill. And if anyone in here don't f with me, I think that's totally chill. I actually don't mind that. I can't control that aspect. I don't need to be liked by people, but it is what it is.
I don't need to be liked by people, says Ludwig, by the way. The guy who literally, according to his god Hasan, mathematically crafts the least offensive take possible in any situation to appeal to the max amount of people.
This man is a fucking golden retriever. He is mathematically
The fact that he called him a dog is so crazy.
crafting takes that are the most kind, empathetic, and inoffensive you can possibly be.
He is mathematically inoffensive. In other words, he is a spineless bitch with no real opinions. Bro, I love how no one seems to notice that this Hasan is aware. Okay, he's aware. And you know what? I think Hasan is such a piece of shit that he is specifically repeating the same lines again and again and again. Every single time, especially one with a deliberately inoffensive output. He is trying to, in my opinion, get more hate said to Ludwig while faking empathy. I think that this is his strategy. He is trying to get more people to get upset at Ludwig, and he is deliberately doing this. Like, dude, Hasan knows that his reputation is in the shitter. He knows he is a terrorist supporting fuck. He knows that people hate him for perfectly legitimate reasons, and he still will stick his leg out for Pugwig, his favorite golden retriever. All right? You are so deliberately inoffensive, bro. You are so deliberately inoffensive. He knows exactly what he's doing. Absolutely. This is diabolical, brother.
You just blew a .25! Let's up those numbers!
But they don't actually care about him.
Ludwig, the guy who actually tries to be liked by as many people as humanly possible, is now saying, well, actually, I don't need to be liked by people, guys.
Yeah, this is the most soy jack crying mask emoji of all time.
Conveniently flip-flopping the one time where the internet is not on his side. Then Ludwig cooks up what I could only describe as a word salad.
I don't understand necessarily why Twitch banned Mango and not me. I don't even know if I necessarily agree with it.
Because you're sucking the dick of Twitch's favorite person.
I think it'd be fine if Twitch banned me. But I'm not Twitch. I'm not going to personally ban myself. I don't think it's my responsibility.
That's a good man.
I think my responsibility is to just, like, fucking keep trudging through life because...
Why not your responsibility being trying to do better to your friends? Why not trying to be a better friend to all these people?
The world keeps spinning and it doesn't stop.
The world keeps spinning and it doesn't stop. What the Kamala Harris did I just hear? That is some Kamala Harris coconut tree bullshit. The world keeps spinning and it doesn't stop, and therefore I'm not taking accountability for giving alcohol to my drunk friend?
World keeps spinning, guys. That is my defense to this situation. You see, the reason I'm not taking accountability or, you know, admitting any fault in the situation at all is because you see the world is spinning. You see the earth is rotating about its axis, the revolution of the heavenly bodies, the Coriolis effect, black hole.
New clip just dropped, guys. This is Ludwig apologizing for not becoming president of the United States. That one's low quality.
And then, but spirit's tired, but it cannot be defeated. Never let anybody defeat that. Because then what do we have left?
True.
When we think about like these moments where we see things that are being taken.
Right.
But also, let's see it as nature abhors a vacuum. So where there's a vacancy, then let's fill it.
It's true. She's so right.
And let's know that the the reality is that the progress of our nation has always been about the expansion of rights, not the restriction of rights.
Right.
We're seeing a U-turn right now. For those rights to be maintained, which means we have to be vigilant, and it's just the nature of it. I mean, look what this beautiful play and everything that we know he ended up, he was suppressed, he had to suppress so much. But he knew, and he took those risks. But we have to be clear-eyed.
We have to.
And it doesn't mean we don't see the beauty in everything, right? These things all coexist.
They do.
But I believe we fight for something, not against something.
So real. So true. So real.
Right. And that's our optimism, right?
Thank you so much.
The Earth does keep spinning every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
The expansion of the universe, yes. I hope that explains it,
Was
guys.
that Frogan at the core?
Also, I just love how he admits that, okay, since Twitch is not punishing him, which they refuse to, if you think Twitch actually enforces its TOS properly, you're completely mistaken. If you watch the saga, which I highly doubt he is, because it's completely destroying his best friend Hasan. But yeah, he's basically saying, it's not my job to take any accountability. Twitch should actually do it for me. Twitch who refuses to ban the literal open terrorist supporter. Twitch who refuses to ban people literally putting bounties on other people, saying they want to kill them. He says he's not going to punish himself because, you know, that would be absurd. That would require me acting on some sense of personal morality, which
ridiculous.
is just impossible.
That's
are you
crazy.
kidding me? They don't call me Jellywig for nothing.
That's
I don't normally do this, but I'm going to dox Ludwig's exact address. Jellyfish Fields. Bro,
got him. Oh, Lord, doxed him.
Fields. If
Bro.
Ludwig did a DNA test, he would come back 99.99% jellyfish.
God damn.
If you pricked Ludwig with a needle, he would not bleed red like the rest of us humans. He would bleed purple because he's a jellyfish.
He's going crazy. MorePegasus is crashing out.
Then Ludwig talks about drama channels, and he's pretty much talking about me here.
Yeah! I genuinely have no ill will towards any drama channel who makes videos. Like, I think it is a hustle.
Thank you, bro.
It is a career that they have made. They speak on any drama for 20 minutes and they move on. I think the actual care about the things they talk about factor is very small, but like, that's fine. You know, it's like, it's a hustle. Do you
What? I actually care about the things I talk about a lot, actually.
I don't with any of them in the sense that I don't watch them. When I'm in bed.
Right. I don't watch them. I just respond to them.
I watch 3 things, okay? I watch Northern Lion streams. I watch One Piece, the anime.
Honestly based. I should be reading the manga.
And I watch the Dodgers baseball team. That's pretty much it. It's not my main pursuit. But I understand drama pays the bills quite well. You make a video 20 minutes every day about some shit you can talk about, get a couple 100,000 views. That's an easy life. That's a good...
Bro, you literally had a drama channel and you stopped making drama videos because people were calling you out for dick riding Hasan. Bro, what are you talking about? This is Mogul Mail. This is a drama channel. This is a drama channel that Ludwig has. Okay? That he stopped making videos 6 months ago because he couldn't offend Hasan, his buddy. Look, this is literally a drama channel addressing the drama, bro. Please. FaZe drama, Kendrick Lamar drama. Bro, look at this, bro. Streaming drama. What is going on? Chat catches scammer on stream. He was robbed. Bro, I'm going back to Twitch. Huge Pokimane drama. You ran a drama channel, bro. You are the person you're talking about.
Good life.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is directed at me. I don't actually know who else is making 20-minute videos a day. It's actually 30 now, Ludwig, get it right.
True.
But all of the other channels, like Tectone posts like 5 videos a day. They're doing like other stuff. They're doing like streams. Asmon does the same thing. So this can only really be referencing me.
He's right, because my videos are like an hour long. They're full deep dives, absolutely.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but are we the biggest drama slop channel in the world right now?
Oh my God, he is.
We might actually be the biggest in the world, ignoring the React streamers, of course. They're huge. But like purely drama.
Purely drama, no React streamers. He's probably the biggest slop tuber right now, for sure.
Let's go, fellas. But yeah, Ludwig's point is really dumb there. That's like saying, well, you know, Moist Critical...
Let's up those numbers!
...has made 9,000 videos. He obviously doesn't care about anything. He just finds another thing to talk about every day, just for the hustle, just for the grind, just for some extra dollars. When in reality, the people who make these videos oftentimes times do care about a lot of things. I mean, I think it's pretty hard to fake the amount of like passion I put into my videos as well. And
I agree, to be honest. I think anyone that actually watches my content knows that I do care about the things I talk about. Obviously, some things more than other things, for sure.
And also, like, even if you look at Moist Critical, there's an initiative going on right now called Stop Killing Games. And that's something that a lot of people are very passionate about. Critical just made a video about it. And I think it's really stupid to dismiss what somebody talks about just because they make other drama videos or whatever. Yes, I don't, you know, personally care about you or anyone I don't know, but I do like calling out bullshit when I see it.
God, so real. He's so right. Absolutely. I think making fun of retards is art.
And I like talking about these things, so I'm just gonna keep doing that. And I just find it interesting how in his entire response, he avoids any of the points I make. He literally avoids addressing any of the things I said, any of the criticism,
well, any of the criticisms anybody said,
levied by the internet, and instead tries to make the most general sort of condescending response. Well, these drama channels don't actually care. They're just,
yeah, the drama channels don't care. No one cares about Mango. The world keeps spitting response.
They're just trying to make a quick buck. Also, him saying he never watches drama channels, I don't know. I might have to call cap on that. Maybe he doesn't, I don't know. But I'm just
like, this is so not true. You don't understand. He made a drama channel. He made a drama channel. He watched every Moist Critical video when Moist Critical was a drama channel. Dude, you're so disingenuous, it's insane.
You cannot have a channel like Mogul Mail, which was a commentary channel for a long time. You cannot be in that space and not keep track of other drama. That is simply not possible because in order to do your—
Bro, dodging accountability like Neo dodges bullets. This is crazy. This is diabolical levels of accountability dodging.
Your job, you would have to be watching other creators, you would have to be following the trends on the internet, and you know, he did quit the channel, so maybe he stopped, but I'm just saying, it's very hard to not look at drama completely if you're in the streamer space. Anyways, then he talks about why he's actually not responding, why he hasn't like made a Mogul Mail video responding.
So, you know, I can't blame the hustle. I understand why they do it. And I thought about like, maybe I should make a Mogul Mail and address it all and talk about it. And then I was like, well, who am I doing this for? Ultimately, I'm doing it to change the opinion that other people have of me, as opposed to doing what I think is actually more important, which is just, you know, going through life, attempting to be better in...
Dude, you are such a disingenuous fuck. You really think making a video playing a video game is going to be contributing more to the world than making a video taking accountability for giving alcohol to an alcoholic? You really don't think that has any positive impact in the world? If you said, if you have any alcoholic friends and family, do not give them alcohol. Do not invite them to parties with alcohol. Do not give in to people's vices. If you have a friend that's a gambler, don't bring him to a casino. You really think that that video would not have any impact, whereas going through life, like, look what he's doing now. He's streaming some racing game. You really think that has a bigger impact on the world than showing to people that you should be taking accountability for your actions, that you should be sticking up for your friends?
In different arenas. It doesn't matter if people think I'm doing better. It matters if I think I'm doing better and the people around me think I'm doing better. I don't need to change people's minds and whatnot. That is like a purely selfish endeavor.
You are a purely selfish endeavor. This is crazy. It is insane that he's actually making this, taking this opinion. It is actually crazy that this is the route he goes, saying that addressing the controversy would be selfish. All right, addressing the controversy would be so selfish. I don't actually want to stop anybody's opinion of me at all. Actually, I like the people's opinion about me. I like that people think I'm a jellyfish. Actually, me caring about the jellyfish mentality is actually cringe, and it's totally not selfish, and it is not beneficial at all to explain to people why you should not be giving alcohol to alcoholics, and I am totally not going to be taking accountability for everything. Bro, this is the selfish response, all right? I'll be honest, I don't think he needs to make this whole big response video shtick. I really don't even think he needs to do that. I get why he wouldn't do it. I think he should have. I think now it's too late, in my opinion. But let me tell you the honest truth. Doing the little tiny address in the beginning of a stream so you don't actually have to make a video about it, that is the selfish route. That's the selfish mentality. If you were being selfless, you would make a video saying, listen, I'm making this video because I am taking accountability for fucking up and inviting an alcoholic to a party for clout, and I should have been a better friend, and I wasn't, and you should stand up for your friends. That is the selfless mentality, taking a shitty situation and trying to do your best to teach your audience to do better. You'll have 1 million, 2 million views on that video if you made it, but you refuse to do that for some reason. And that is diabolical. And that is not the selfless route. That is the selfish route.
To be viewed upon more favorably, but who cares about being viewed upon more favorably?
It's not about being viewed upon more favorably. It's not about that at all. It's not selfless. It's selfish. Absolutely. It is absolute selfishness.
We all get buried under the dirt at the end of the day, and I think we should just do our best to help the people around us as we go through our life.
What does that mean? We all get buried under the dirt at the end of the day. Oh my God, this is like such a nothing. Bro, why would you ever backstab a friend? You're all gonna be buried under the dirt at the end of the day. Oh my Lord, this is insufferable. This is actually insufferable.
Let's get buried under the dirt, guys. We all just return to the dead.
I should never take accountability. I should never try to make the world a better place. I should never be a positive influence on anybody. We're all getting buried under the dirt at the end of the day. This is insufferable, nihilistic, woke garbage. Oh my Lord. Bro, bring out the crematorium. This is heresy. Give me the heavy flamer, brothers. This is insufferable. Oh my Lord. Well, we all die. Why take accountability? Holy shit.
Why care about anything in life? Actually, we're all going
I think that Ludwig might be a real piece of shit, guys. This is a hot take, but I think Ludwig really might be a piece of shit. I don't know. I'm starting to really think so. I'm starting to really think he's a piece of shit, guys. Oh my God. Oh Lord. This is crazy.
To die. What a complete non-response. Oh my God.
This isn't just a non-response. It just goes to show. How little he cares. And the crazy thing is he's always been this piece of shit. He just did such a good job at hiding it. Like, that's, I think, the most important part. He's always done this. He's always been this person. He's just hidden it under layers of fake friendships. Oh my Lord. Bro, it is crazy. It is crazy.
Odd. Also, he says, who cares about being viewed more favorably?
Yeah, this is not...
You do, Ludwig.
It's not only that, yes, of course, he does care about being viewed more favorably, which is why he's grifting even now. Like, I am a professional YouTuber, so I can see the grift. You know why he's saying what he's saying? We all know. He is saying what he's saying because he wants to get his audience to be like, wow, he's so cool. He doesn't even care about his reputation. He's just doing what's right, bro. He's just going through life. He's just going through life. He's so right. He's so cool. He's doing this to flex to his audience that he doesn't even care that people hate him. Okay? All right? I'm sorry. This is my analysis. But that is absolutely the truth. He's trying to flex an aura farm that he doesn't care that people dislike him.
You literally do that. If history is any indication, you are literally known as the premium fence sitter on your Mogul Mail channel. And I'm not even saying that's necessarily a bad thing. Obviously, in general, you want people to like you. But the thing is, you don't want to bend or change your true opinions or bend or change your personal morals in order...
Yeah, this dude sets a terrible example for every single viewer. That's the craziest part. Like, it is actually unreal. It is unreal the lengths he will go to not have a spine.
To appeal to people, which is why, at least like 99% of the time, I try to actually say what I think so that I come off as more authentic, because otherwise I just wouldn't enjoy what I do. Now,
True.
I do agree that it is more important to take accountability in your personal life and actually...
Yeah, absolutely. But making believe that it's purely selfish to make a video defending himself, quote unquote, that's crazy.
We change for the better and not just put it on a show for the internet. But I also think that when you're a public creator of a big size, such as yourself, you kind of owe it to the fans and owe it to the people that watch you some sort of an explanation of why the creator they like did something so horrible and then is just refusing to take any accountability.
I think also the people that look up to him, I think, I'm not gonna lie, you're creating people to be like you too, right? Like, you gotta realize your audience is obviously influenced by you. If you're a piece of shit, then your audience might think that that is a cool thing to do. I think in general, people should try to be good people. I think you are not a good influence on your audience in general, but that That's neither here nor there.
I mean, I'm not forcing him to say anything. Obviously, if he doesn't want to, he doesn't have to. But then don't be surprised when you get a lot of hate and when a lot of your fans start turning on you, because people will just assume the worst. Well, okay, I guess Ludwig is just a piece of shit then.
I'm glad he came to the same conclusion. He's like, wow. Yeah, listen, we'll all be dead in the dirt anyway, guys.
Also, I see a lot of people online defending me. I'm getting hella shit online, but I think that's chill. Like, you know, that's
I didn't see anyone defending him. I don't think I saw a single person defending him. I'm not gonna lie. Like, my videos calling him out have like 99% likes on those videos. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't think that there's a single person defending him aside from Hasan. Hasan Piker's defending him. Because, of course, Hasan is a fan of taking advantage of women, in my opinion.
Ultimately the right of people on the internet, regardless whether it's based in truth or not. It is our privilege as people to think what we want. And I personally am always under the belief that there's no real value outside of my own ego in trying to control the reputation I have amongst others.
Yeah, this isn't about controlling your reputation, bro. This has literally nothing to do with that. Nothing at all.
So I would hope you guys similarly don't ever feel pressure to like get in the trenches.
Regardless of if it's based on truth or not. Basically saying, yeah, guys, I didn't actually do anything wrong. People are just hating on me.
Yeah, he's trying to say, like, notice he never even mentioned what the situation was. Like, he does not want to clue his audience in at all.
Based on lies. Brother, oh my god, absolutely edit.
Yeah, I can't believe everyone's slandering him by calling him a bad friend for inviting his non-alcoholic friend to a party with alcohol, giving him alcohol, and then blowing him past the 0.32, and then upping those numbers. I cannot believe people would slander him by saying he was a bad friend.
But taking accountability, bro, it's crazy. Then he finally addresses why people are mad at him.
I'm in a dodging accountability competition. My opponent is Ludwig.
But then sort of dances around it in classic Ludwig fashion.
Why are they mad at me? I think it's legitimate criticism for, like, you know, clips that are embarrassing on hindsight of
legitimate criticism of clips that are embarrassing in hindsight.
Mixed with people just not f***ing with me because I've gotten into different internet beefs throughout history. And
yeah, no, it's not about any of that, bro.
then also just the ever hungry drama cycle of people wanting to talk about something. So it's probably a mixture. I mean, I don't think it's any individual thing,
right.
but like, that's also what it is sometimes.
I mean, the main thing is definitely that you literally gave alcohol to an alcoholic when your father died of alcoholism. So you definitely know the impact of alcoholism and ruined his life and then threw him to the dogs and then took no accountability. It could be that.
No, creator. It's the inevitability.
Okay, clips that are embarrassing is putting it lightly. Mr. Johann Liebert. Mr. Mango just blew a 0.32. Mr. Let's get those numbers up. Like, embarrassing is different from straight up dangerously negligent. But he is right. This is like a culmination of factors. It obviously doesn't help his case that he happens to be a Hamas Diddy Piker.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that definitely doesn't help. It definitely does not help that you're a Hamas Diddy Bin Laden Adolf Epstein Piker supporter.
Piker Glazer, a good old Hasan Piker dick rider. That's just not a good thing to have on your resume. But yeah, again, that's like things that you chose to do.
So it's like, okay, if that's the case, if there's no action you can take, why are you trying to take action to change the mind of people who aren't ever going to have their mind change anyway? I think you should just try to do what you think's right in the moment, and that's about all.
I mean, there's...
Whoa! It's unbelievable! You should just do what's right in the moment, guys. Like me. Who definitely did the right thing when I gave alcohol to an alcoholic.
Literally an action you can take that everyone has been yelling at you to do. Take accountability. Say that, okay, I was wrong to encourage my alcoholic friend to continue drinking. I was wrong to invite him, knowing he'd probably get drunk. I was wrong the way I handled the event. You know, I'm ashamed that, you know, I could have lost my friend due to potentially my own actions. I'm ashamed I wasn't a good friend that day. I mean, I've made like 3 separate apologies for this guy. And like, I should take your place at this point. But instead of taking accountability...
No, thank you. I prefer to have a spine.
You just continue to play defense like you're Virgil van Dijk.
Bro doesn't just play defense, dude. He's not just playing defense. He is actively doing his best to be a snake. It's crazy. Like, dude, when I saw Ludwig videos back in the day, he would always talk about how he wants to be an inspiration for the next generation of streamers. He has said that so many times. He said, when I finish streaming and I end my career, I want to be a mentor. I want to be an inspiration for the next generation of streamers. And content-wise, I think he definitely was. But dude, if you want to be an inspiration for the next generation of streamers, you got to be a good person. You literally do have to be a good person. Because the inspiration that you are trying to make right now, and the way you're trying to inspire people is diabolical. It really is. It's insane. It's basically telling people that what you need to do is never take accountability, never clue your audience in to what's actually happening, and do your absolute best to do everything for clout. It doesn't matter the corpses that you stand on. I know everyone's using this Johann Liebert analysis because he gave alcohol to a drunk guy that ended up killing himself, but I think a better analysis is Griffith. Dude, Griffith standing on the corpses of his friends to reach new heights of clout? I don't think there is any better analogy than this diabolical streamer controversy. The fact that Griffith would sacrifice his entire friend group for a drop of clout is exactly what I think I'm seeing here. And this is crazy.
Absolutely jelly jam behavior. Actually, I shouldn't have to justify myself to random viewers. They don't actually care about the situation. I'm just gonna be a better person myself in private where conveniently nobody can see. Also, I can't believe you're talking about the situation when the world is spinning, guys. The revolutions are happening. Black holes are blowing up or some shit. I don't know. 0.30 BAC is life-threatening. That's near coma or death territory. Encouraging more drinking at that level shows a gross disregard for life, especially if done knowingly.
Yeah, weird,
Bottom
huh?
line, if harm followed that behavior, it could absolutely lead to serious criminal charges. Courts take this stuff very seriously, especially when there's proof of awareness and encouragement at lethal BAC levels.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, if Mango would have died from alcohol poisoning, Ludwig could be in jail. Thank God none of that is happening. I obviously do not want to see Ludwig in jail. I just want him to do better. I want him to do better.
I mean, that shit looks pretty bad. Now, obviously, thank the heavens, nothing actually happened to Mango or anybody else. But now I hope it's more clear why people are so disappointed and why it is absolutely insane to not take a shred of responsibility for this. Also, I just wanted to show you what happens when somebody mentions Tectone in his chat.
And if anyone in here don't fuck with me, I think that's totally chill. I actually don't mind that.
Bro, immediately disappears.
Bro, somebody said Tectone GOAT and it got deleted in 1 second. That is some legendary level of moderation. Ludwig, maybe lend your buddy Hasan some of those moderators so he can actually prevent some of that open terrorist support taking place in his chat.
By the way, that was when Hasan was reading a terrorist manifesto. That's when this clip was used.
So he can actually
like this of his old chat spamming hearts.
Prevent some
this
of that.
Is when he was reading a terrorist manifesto that murdered 2 random guys in Washington, D.C.
Open terrorist support taking place in his chat. Oh, wait. He actually doesn't give a shit about that, and he's never gonna ban that shit because he loves it. Anyways, XQC responded.
When the thing happened, nobody does anything. He was like, oh, wow, this is kind of crazy. Whatever. Then they wait for the internet reaction. They go, oh, everybody's saying this is really bad. And then they go, guys, this is so bad. I will not stand for this. Where were you when it happened, buddy?
True.
Where were you when it actually
He's right.
mattered? Nobody ever does anything.
Because they're all fake bitches. They're all so fake.
But it actually matters. And if you're the one who does it, people will turn on you and say, dude, you're burning your bridges. You're being weird. Dude, you're making something out of nothing. Dude, you're weird. But if the internet said it's bad afterwards, then jump on it. Bro, it's fucking weird. I am so tired of this shit. I've had enough of this shit.
To happen, there's some degree of accountability there.
Yeah, they were drunk. It's not an excuse. Okay, there's always some people that are either tipsy or normal or day or whatever. Everybody sees it. Bro, I could be fucking absolutely zoned the fuck out GG. And I feel like
zoned out GG, bro.
At least somewhat clearly when it goes up. Bro, no way that nobody there. Just stop. No shot.
Okay, for the 3 people that actually understood what he said, I think what he was saying is that...
What he was saying was there's an entire audience of people there, an entire group of streamers that are all fake. Yes, people are blaming Ludwig. He's the one with the incriminating clips. It was his party, absolutely. And he definitely takes the biggest, I think, amount of responsibility after Mango, of course. But yeah, these people are all kind of fake. It's the entire LA influencer sphere.
You know, other people at that party should have seen what was happening and, you know, stopped the situation. At least that's my guess. This guy speaks in like ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. But XQC actually having some semi-decent takes. What an interesting turn of events. You don't need to be liked by people, buddy. That's literally your job, actually. In order to sustain a career in the streaming space, you need people to like you.
I mean, yeah, you get paid by the views that you get. You need people to like you. And the funny thing is, Ludwig tries his best to launder his reputation, okay? He does.
It's like he's just dodging the accusation by saying Mango doesn't want to talk about the drama anymore.
True.
Jellyfish Ludwig.
Yeah.
Understand? Check his DNA. Well, Mango, how about a drink? Ludwig.
Yo! That one's crazy.
The Johann Liebert is actually catching on.
Bro, Ludwig Liebert is crazy.
No way. Oh my god, we got a Naruto quote. Those who break the rules of scum, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum.
This is diabolical levels of based. Kakashi Sensei was right all along. Yo, one more time.
Quote, those who break the rules of scum, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum.
So true. Completely true. Naruto episode 4, baby. Absolutely.
Kakashi the goat. Kakashi's the goat. You
He is the goat. We love
Listen
that guy.
to Kakashi, bro. Shout out to my Naruto fans, bro. Sensitive Society is like the #1 Naruto fan. Go say hi to him. Archaeologists in the future finding Ludwig's body and wondering what the spot is. Mango has a lawsuit. Ludwig knowingly pressured a known alcoholic.
They're killing him.
I mean, I don't think that's ever gonna happen, though.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Let's move on to...
Yeah, I don't care about Hasan. We already made fun of him earlier. Thank you for being here. That's the Ludwig. That's the Ludwig situation. Those who break the rules are scum, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum. Common Kakashi W. What can I say? Definitely subscribe. Let's up those numbers, as a wise man once said. Yeah, I think we've seen here Ludwig's a piece of shit. Yeah, he really is. He really is. The Earth keeps spinning. We'll all be dead in the grave at some point. Nah, bro. That is some unbelievable levels of Pugwig, Slugwig, Jellywig levels of excuses. This is unbelievable. Actual fucking unreal levels. Neo dodging bullets levels of dodging accountability. This is crazy. Anyway, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. As you know, I will call out retards on the internet. Cuckwig is included, and I will include a factoid here. Okay? I have no allegiance to anything. I am not trying to gobble clout out of a single person on the internet. And that is why I, true neutral, will make fun of all the retards, no matter who you are. All right? Most of the retards happen to be in a specific, very woke friend group. Yeah, you know, the Democratic Party, for example. But anyway, definitely subscribe. I will always be here. I will always be here. And I have to say, keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer. And in this case, I'm not sure which one Ludwig was. So I'll see you in the next one, gamers. Stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.